How's it going, everybody? I'm the BTCReaper. My goal on this channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading, whether the price is going up or down. So we will hop over to the daily. Over on the daily for Bitcoin, we have some sideways action. Total is pushing forward, so we are seeing our altcoins continue against Bitcoin. That is positive. So dominance is weakening. Our RSI is pushing up, stochastic is gaining strength, momentum is pushing forward, and that VWAP, our yellow wave, is pushing forward as well, so that is positive. If that VWAP can continue to push forward here, momentum and money flow will remain bullish. That will continue to push us up and give us a further push toward the upside. Remember, that could revisit that 116 zone. Some coins like XRP are making new highs, so that is positive. We could see coins make new highs. Some coins may not make new highs. Some coins may not get to all previous highs. It may take quite some time. We'll have to see, because remember, the more coins that are in the market, the more diluted the market cap can become, because that market cap is spread amongst more things rather than a few decent projects. That's why I'm not too big into meme coins. So over on total or Bitcoin futures, we have no movement. Over on Bitcoin for the daily, RSI is pushing up, momentum is gaining strength, that money flow is in the green, VWAP is bullish, but is struggling to hold bullish. Watch that very close. If that VWAP breaks down, we could end up pulling back to this 81K, but based on the 1 hour, we do have the potential to make a bounce. So we do have a potential to pull back, make a higher low. Watch at 96K, 96.7. If we can bounce off there, making a higher low, then continue forward, we could push to that 99K. At 99K, if we can break and hold that, then we could push toward that 100K finally. Our stochastic is pushing up, momentum is gaining strength, VWAP is in the bullish territory, but it's starting to pull back. So watch that VWAP. If it continues to pull back, momentum will round away, and money flow could pull back as well. Over on graph, we have a slight loss for the day, so nothing too bad. But this is showing indecision, and that we could round away and pull back, hopefully to our buying area, to pick up a little bit of graph here. Stochastic does want to round away, RSI is flat, momentum is rounding, our VWAP is pulling back, and money flow is in the bullish territory, so we do look positive here. Over on the 1 hour, we do look a little bit more bearish, so I would watch that VWAP does have a little more favor to the bearish side. If we make a lower high and pull back for lower lows, momentum would remain bearish, money flow would pull back, and we would reject this area. That would fill that 73% chance to hit 26 right where our buy area is. However, if we see a higher low like we're making now, and we break that value area high and hold, then we could continue forward toward that 31,246 and leave that behind. So I would watch that very close. We will get into that on the trading, but I'm not going to make a hasty decision just because I want in. It would be nice to pick some graph up, but we have other projects that we're in right now. So again, being greedy isn't necessarily the thing to do. Even though we have a bunch of money we could be playing with that paper money, you still don't want to just jump in just whenever you feel like. Over on Anchor for the daily, stochastic is pushing up, momentum is in the bullish territory, RSI is flat, VWAP is struggling to break that neutral and hold, so I would watch that VWAP close. If it can't hold above this neutral, momentum will weaken, money flow will pull back, and we will see a rejection. So over on the 1 hour, we do have the potential for lower highs and lower lows. I would watch. We do have a little bit of a bearish trend that could be forming here, and that could pull us back. Stochastic is below that 30. I would watch. If that stochastic can't hold above 30 and break and hold that area, RSI will start to weaken. That'll lead price lower. VWAP does want to push forward. That VWAP is trying to break bullish, but it's a weak wave right now. Watch if that wave rolls over. If it does, we could see momentum remain bearish and money flow would pull back. That would give us that push to about 42 cents. However, if we end up pushing forward, we see that VWAP hold and momentum continues higher, then we can have that chance to fill around that 47.89. So I would watch that very close. But again, that would be dependent on us making higher highs with higher lows here. We do have a higher low, so we would need to continue a bullish trend. If we get a rejection in this area, somewhere around this 45, then it's likely we will pull back. So we may want to readjust this position because it does not look as probable. That probability kind of pulled up, so we may want to revisit that when we get to the trading part. But over on XRP for the daily, we did break that $2, and this is a new all-time high for us, so that is very positive. Momentum is running up, VWAP is pushing forward, so we do have a bullish trend. We have higher highs with consistent lows. Watch for higher lows to form from here. If we get higher lows to form from here, that momentum will continue higher, money flow will remain green, and that will give us potential to continue higher, despite this MPP saying we can pull back. So over on the 1 hour, we are seeing a strong run up. The MPP did highlight that there was a chance to break this $2 when we kind of made some consolidation right around here. That was a few hours ago. So believe that was, several hours ago. So early this morning, if you would have looked at the MPP, you could have saw that signal, and then you could have rode this up. VWAP is starting to pull back. Momentum is rounding. We do have a double red dot. RSI is pretty flat, so I would watch. If that VWAP continues to push down here, momentum will break down. Money flow will round away, and we could retest our Fibonacci band. A retest of that band would not be bad, because if we get a retest and then we make a higher low, we could continue up and then see a further bullish trend here. So over on Algo for the daily, we are seeing that push. We did break 50 cents, so that is positive. Momentum is pushing up. Stochastic's gaining strength. VWAP is bullish. Money flow is pushing forward. So overall, we do look pretty positive. I will look over onto the 1 hour real quick. Over on the 1 hour, there is a probability of hitting about 59 cents, providing we make higher highs and higher lows from here. If we do not make higher highs and higher lows from here, then we do have that chance to pull back around that 34 cents. Our stochastic is breaking down. VWAP is favoring bearish with lower highs and lower lows, so watch that close. If that continues, momentum will weaken, money flow will pull back, and we will see that break down. So I would exercise caution. We have seen a pretty quick push up. Remember, usually when you get a quick push up, you do retrace, but when we do get the kickoff for the bull market, there is usually an explosive run that you can't explain and that you really don't retrace until the bear market. So we will jump over to our trading view right now. So over on our trading view, in trading view, we'll look over on our algo position. So we do have a open order over on algo that is to buy right here around that 37.49. So at 1 hour, saying that we could break below that, I am going to leave that. The second buy order may not execute, so we will leave that in mind as well. Maybe we put this a little heavier based on the probability that that would not execute, and then we might want to do this one a little lighter. So modify those orders. Again, trying to keep that consistency. It wasn't too consistent before. Now it's more consistent. That way you DCA more evenly. That way your DCA is more effective. So our next one that we have is XRP. We pretty much missed the run on this. I don't think we have any XRP in this. Oh, we did buy some the other day, and it did run up pretty well. So that was positive, but you don't want to just buy in just because. Only reason we bought in XRP, it does have a lot of good things going for it. ETFs, the SEC case is over, all sorts of things like that that will help push it forward. So it's got a little bit more going on than your average coin. That's why we didn't just FOMO in. We bought in because there was a reason behind it. So we do have our buy to buy in a little bit lower. That would be providing we do get a bit of a pullback. We may not see a breakdown too bad. Maybe we pull that up to this consolidation range right around that $1.90. And then that would be providing this would be a support area. If we end up breaking that, then maybe we want something somewhere in this area right here. Buy another 100 right around this $1.47. So those would be decent support ranges. Now that would be below the 1 hour probability, but that would be still within the daily probability. So we'll get rid of that. Now let's see our Bitcoin buys. We have some Bitcoin buy orders for probably way lower. That was dependent on us breaking down. So we are looking pretty positive. We aren't really at too much of a gain on our Bitcoin right now because it's been pretty flat for us overall. But if it does break out of this 100K range, we could see another decent run up, like another 10K run. Again, we have a lot in this range right here, so it's not really worth us buying right now. We're pretty much going to hold on to that and then hope those other orders fill out. I do not know why these orders canceled. and it does not take you to the order. So we will have to re-enter our orders because it decided to cancel our orders. So XRP, jump back to the daily or the 1 hour here. We were saying maybe buy in on this consolidation range right here, and then maybe buy in on this consolidation range right here. So now that we have those orders, hopefully they actually stick. Over on Algo, I believe we changed our orders here. I don't think we have any buys, so we're going to pretty much leave our Algo ride. Maybe we want to buy a little bit if we drop down in this range right here. Let's say maybe we buy 200. I don't think we really have much, so buying 600 would be quite a bit aggressive. And then if we were to pull back, I think around, let's say this 34, that was our other area. Maybe there we could be a little more aggressive because that would be a stronger support. So buy right there. Now we'll see if those actually hold for us. I don't think we have any anchor orders, so we were on Bitcoin. We were readjusting those. I was going to say we will leave those. It looks like those orders got canceled for some reason. So let's see. Yeah, it canceled like all of our orders because it just didn't like our orders for some reason. Expiry. Let's see. There is no way to change your expiry date, is there? That's kind of goofy. So ideally, you would place your order and leave it, and it wouldn't expire on an exchange. This trading view, it does expire, so that's one kind of downfall of using this to trade with and kind of experiment with, is you gotta watch your trades and make sure they didn't disappear on you. Now, we don't have a graph, I don't think. We were just looking at Bitcoin. That was our other one. So we did place our Bitcoin order, I believe. Nope, we got canceled out. So Bitcoin, I'd say maybe if we pull back toward this 93, you could buy a little bit more here. I wouldn't go too aggressive since we bought quite a bit in this range. Say maybe 05. Oops, 05 buy. So maybe a little less aggressive, pull that up a little higher by about mid-range of that range. And then maybe buy something if we broke down. I'd say if we broke down around this 80K, we could buy a little bit more aggressive down there. Maybe that's where you buy 0.1, like another 10th. So that's where you get a little bit more aggressive. So over on Anchor, Graph, so we don't have Anchor or Graph. We could do some orders here if we wanted. Over on Graph, we would be looking more of a breakdown around this zone. We want to push away from the zone as we have sold off in this range previously. So ideally, we would want to see a retraction from this zone, possibly to around this zone in here where we have bought and sold before. And then you could do a little bit of a buy right there, maybe buy 100 there. And then if we broke down, let's say around this 20 cents that we've been talking about for a while, you could go a little bit more aggressive, maybe do like 250 right there. So there'd be your graph. And then over on Anchor, we would be looking at ranges like, let's see, we did see a pretty quick run up. So let's take a look on the daily real quick. Need to lock these lines in. So over on the daily, we have a little bit of consolidation between the 37 and 40, not very much. We have a bit stronger consolidation around this 33, 34 range, so that does look a little bit better for a pullback range. So maybe buy a little bit right in here. We would want to look at the MPP, see where our targets are. It's not really showing any downward targets right now, so that's not really too helpful on any kind of buying opportunities like we have been using it for other coins. But maybe we break down into this range as well. And then that range, maybe we go a little bit more aggressive for 200. So those would be some decent consolidation ranges. Ideally, we wouldn't break below those too much. If we did break below those too much, a lot of the market would be dumping down really aggressively. I don't think the market would dump down too aggressively until around like May, maybe April, May, sometime in there. Not financial advice, not guaranteed, but usually the adage is sell in May, walk away. Thank you for watching tonight's video. I hope you have a great night. Hit the like and hit